Georgia winning, I'm complaining about referees. My man's got a hand on his back. I'm not saying he pushed him, but I'm saying it's questionable. And the receiver wasn't in a position to catch the ball. But they call catch interference, whatever it was. Some of these miracle catches that damn Tennessee, Kentucky's making irritating the fire out of me. Another great catch, man. They're having the game of their life. They have a wide receiver who is setting records. Made him at the line. Minute 57 to go. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. That different result would be Georgia trying to run it up the middle against Tennessee. We tried it like 8 times this game, ain't got it done yet. Ridiculous.
Put this game away 4 times on short yards, right? Yep. Just make yourself how many drinks will you take?
There we go. Man, this guy can catch.
I would just think.
Fire Kirby, you're on crack, dude.
Yep, this is good defense again.
I mean, Georgia's playing good defense. He's throwing these incredible catches and passes right here. Nope. Uh-oh. 4th and a few yards. They thought they were going to catch Georgia off balance. Kirby to Auburn. Not for all the money in the world, sir. That's it! Turnover on downs! Woo! That's it! That's game, baby! That's it! That's game right there. Watch. Right there. Too late. Covered. You had a man that would have been open up here. Back-to-back undefeated in the SEC. That's it. Kentucky, y'all got a heck of a quarterback in Will Levis. The guy's injured, and he's still playing lights out, man. Great receivers tonight for Kentucky, but that Georgia defense is just too much, man. Hey, we'll take a knee. We're going to run it out here. Let's see what they do. Oh, they can't call timeout. Whoo! Hats off to Kentucky. Man, y'all put up a fight. Good defense by Kentucky. We didn't play down to our competition. Nobody scored over 24 points against Kentucky all season, sir. They got a hell of a defense. They got tuned up for this game. They studied all the tape they could. I mean, it's just one of those things where they had a great game tonight. Georgia played terrible, and Georgia still beat them by 10 points. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to be mad, but at the end of the day, you got to take that dub, man. I mean, Georgia's defense is incredible. We held this team to 6 points. So, now if you told me the total points in this game was going to be 26, I'd have said you was crazy. I figured Georgia would have put 40 on the board, but their defense played lights out. You know what? I understand what you're saying about the going for it when it's 4th and 1 on the goal line, but sometimes, man, you got to do that to see what you got in your team. You got to. And if you don't do it in games like this, when you get into a bigger game and you got to do it, I mean, you don't know what you got. Now Georgia knows they can't get pushed in the middle when they need it. They can't. So, I don't know if it was hot garbage. The defense still played incredible. The offense struggled. I mean, Stetson, customarily threw a couple of bad passes. Threw one that should have been a couple of interceptions. Threw a couple that should have been interceptions. That's okay. I mean, I don't think Stetson was worried about the Heisman anyway. But, I mean, he played like he always plays. He didn't win the game, but he didn't lose the game. Kentucky's not good. You're right. They're not good, but their defense is good. If their offense was capable of scoring 25 points, they would have been like 9-1 in this game. So, huh? See, that was scary. Come here, hon.
No.
Don't you tell me don't. Come over here to see your mom. Baby, you got to draw off. You're going to get cold. Come on. There you go. Okay. Y'all leave Pastor Dave alone. They're allowed to have a down year. They got 800 national championships. Goodness gracious. But I mean, Georgia didn't play its best on offense, but played pretty well on defense. And I also think we learned quite a bit today on our defense. How they exploited some of our coverages, how they were able to get balls across the middle. I really think we learned a lot about our secondary today because Will Levis did a great job of throwing that ball where he needed to throw it, but I think Georgia was just too dominant on defense. So it was like 2 or 3 times a day on fourth they tried to convert, couldn't convert. There was at least one time they did convert on fourth down. It might have been twice, but I mean, they had a lot of things that went their way, and they still couldn't put more than 2 field goals on the board. So I'm not mad. Wish the offense would have done a little better, but what can you do? The play of the game was bad snap. They had a touchdown, but they didn't get the PAT. Excuse me. Might as well have been a couple of field goals. Johnny, nobody is saying Stetson's all that. Stetson's a good quarterback. He's just not elite. Nobody has accused this man of being a first-round draft pick. Nobody. Well, if we were happy with a win like this, something would be wrong with us. We would be a Nebraska team. Nebraska dreams about holding teams to 1 touchdown. They dream of that. But 16-6, I mean, Georgia was favored by 21 points or something? 14, 15 points? Awful game, but at least we're not Florida. Somebody pointed out that Texas A&M has a worse record than Vanderbilt or something like that. It's funny. You getting on your Christmas dress, flannels. So yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, tonight's performance was not stellar. Don't get me wrong. I wish it would have been a lot better, but I mean, what can you do? I don't know that Georgia got psyched up mentally for this game the way they should have, the way they could have, but it was terrible. As far as the offense goes, we couldn't get in a rhythm, which seemed weird because it seems like sometimes we were running just fine. Sometimes we were running really well, and then sometimes we were throwing really well. But man, we just couldn't get it all together for some reason. I don't know. Is that 3 field goals and a touchdown? Is that what it was? Terrible. I mean, we go all the way down to the 1-yard line, and then we don't get that touchdown. And we could have kicked the field goal and been 19-6, whatever. But I felt like Bennett was kind of hurt. I don't know that he was hurt. I mean, I don't know if it was the weather. I don't think it was bad enough weather for that to be a factor. I don't know if it was windy, but it didn't seem to affect Will Levis from throwing the ball downfield. One of my mods, go ahead and ban that guy, whoever that is or whatever that is. Go ahead and ban that and get it out of here, please. I know I got mods in here. I don't know. I think it's something they're charging. Thanks, Zeth. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate y'all. I need to go in and add some mods. I haven't done it in a while.
No, man.
Can you get her something she can drink? Some apple juice or something? But that game had that was a lot of offense in that game, but not a lot of points. Their defense, bristled when they needed to. Now you good. Offense played okay. They just didn't execute when we needed to at the right times, and it ended up hurting us. Yeah, we're going to need to boat race the Nerds. I think we will. I think we'll get up for that game. I think some of the Georgia players might have looked past this game. Holy crap, what happened to Texas? 55-14.
Because I wasn't watching.
Yeah, that's what it is. Watch out. You got 3 minutes left? Y'all might still lose. Hit that thumbs up, guys. I mean, we'll get into some more of it tomorrow, but for tonight, going home with a W, undefeated back-to-back seasons in the SEC during regular season. I don't think any team's ever done that in Georgia ever. So, or any, back-to-back seasons in Georgia. So, there's going to be a bunch of stats come out of that game. One guy who was Had a personal record. One receiver had like 160 yards or something. I'm concerned about Smith, concerned about Lassiter, and actually a little bit concerned about Keeley. I know he had the touchdown, but there were multiple times he had guys around him wide open. And by the way, if any of you guys see a Texas fan named Juan, tell him we're looking for him. We haven't seen him or heard from him. He hasn't been back. Apologize, nothing. There was no reason to look that bad. You're right. I got to take his hat off. Whew. I mean, I know he had an interception, but at the end of the night, man, that's not the only thing you're out there for. It's nice if you can get an interception, but you got to be able to do more than that, right? So you got to be able to cover your guy to prevent first downs. And they were making some incredible catches. They got some really good guys on defense on offense that showed up in that game. Will Levis was dropping some dime passes that those guys were catching that most teams just don't catch. So I know at least 4 or 5 passes that I was just like, wow. They were cold and they were bent on winning. Well, it ain't gonna get no warmer from here on out. It ain't gonna get no warmer from here on out. I mean, we'll take what we can get. You know, we definitely want it all, but Levis looked really good tonight. I think he had a really great game. He's going to be a pro for sure. If Levis would have been on Georgia's roster, that score would have been 100-0. Yeah, Kentucky played really well tonight. Hats off to those guys. First game in a while I've had anything to worry about, so appreciate the excitement. About 50 of you guys in here, hit the thumbs up for me if you would. Also, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. That's how we beat the YouTube algorithm, is that if we get so many subscribers every so often, it bumps the video up in other people's feeds. So we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We really did not do a very good job of getting after their quarterback. I don't know if they schemed us really well, but we've got to work on that. I really expected us to sack a lot more than we did. I think we only sacked him once, maybe twice. It was terrible. Bijan Robinson is a beast, dude. He's going to be a first-round draft pick, no doubt. Laces out, Dan. They're blaming that's why the kicker kicked it sideways or some stuff. It's like, no, it was a terrible snap. Did y'all win, Pastor Dave? What was the score of that game? Yeah, we only got to the QB once. But here's the thing. Most likely, that will be the best defense we will see the rest of the year. Honestly. That will likely be the best defense we see the rest of the year. They have really good defense. Be happy with every top. Yeah, well, 34-0. Nice job, man. Be happy with the win. Every top 4 team struggled their way to a win. Didn't feel at any time UGA would lose. I didn't feel that any time we would lose. There was times I was starting to get a little bit irritated and maybe a little bit uneasy about it, but I really feel like the game was closer than what the scoreboard reflected. Luke had finally fixed the Texas helmet. What did he say about keeping it flipped upside down? I thought he said they had to beat somebody else. Was it Kansas or K-State, or who did he say he had to beat? If Stetson leaves, I hope he does. I really want to get Carson back in there because we need a big-time quarterback. Kansas. Yeah. Yeah, because y'all, I mean, beat them 41 points. Looks like only 36 seconds left, so yeah. Let's see what happens here. K-State's got the ball. Rolls out, throws short, incomplete. Had several players out. Austin Peay is horrible. Yeah, they are. I mean, they're a group of 5 schools, so you should beat them soundly. Alabama's got a lot of work to do on offense, and they need to start finding a quarterback for next year yesterday. So, ugly win better than a pretty loss. You right about that. Ohio State and Maryland, what? Ohio State and Maryland might be a good ball game. 6:36 to go. Oh, really? Is this still on? Well, after Texas game is over, I'll flip over there and watch that. But, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off. I appreciate all you guys being here. Leave a comment down below after the video. Really appreciate it. See you guys soon. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs.